series number 2. Ooh, perfect. My plan today was to go out, take my camera and my tent and try to photograph some small birds, but I had an idea. Why not like taking from start to end, from me going out, positioning myself. That was a friend. Me going out to set up my my blind, my perch, and talk a little bit about my setting and stuff like that. And then when I get the picture, which I did, I will take that home and show you the edit process. So many of you are asking me about my editing workflow, so I'm going to show you one single image that I got that I was happy with today, and yeah, just edit that. But yeah, let's just rewind 1.5 to 2 hours ago when I arrived here. So as you can see here, I have this is my rig. Ooh. Here is the perch that I did, and I hope that the bird will land here. And here's the feeder. So they normally come on this little branch, they land there, and what I hope that they are landing there before they go to the feeder. This is a really nice perch here. So that is the hope, and you get the grass in the background there, and made some nice colors in the background. So yeah, I'm going to take you on the whole journey from the start to the end, and show you the whole process. Finally, the days are a little bit longer after we change our time to summertime. So therefore it's possible to go out and photograph in the evening. That is so great. So yeah, I took my tragopan tent with me on the place where I'm feeding some small birds. Hopefully I will get some pictures. I cannot see any birds right now, so I just need to wait and see if something turns up, and I hope that will happen. So I've chosen my D4S today because I'm able to get a little bit closer, so I don't need that extra range with the D500. But it's so good to have like the full frame files out of the picture, if I get some pictures today. You never know. But yeah, let's just hope and cross my finger that a bird will come today. Now it's starting to rain as well, but that doesn't matter. I am inside a tent, and yeah, protect me from the weather outside. I have chosen two like perches that I found would be some interesting texture and moss on them. So hopefully they will choose to land there before they go to the feeder, so I can get some images of them right away there. And for now the light is pretty good, so I'm around ISO 800, so I'm getting around 1600 of a second, so I can freeze some action. The small birds, they are so fast, and so good to have that fast shutter speed in case they move around and are really hyperactive, so I can freeze that action. I hear some small birds in the nearby now. Okay, I stop talking and speak to you later. I have some blue tits outside. They are such colorful birds. Small birds, but really colorful and beautiful, even though they are common here in Norway. I feel the excitement every time the blue tit shows up. There is number 2. Perfect. That was nice. Landed exactly where I wanted. It did react on the shutter speed though, but they will come back. So I got a lot of questions of editing my picture as well, and some of you are asking me how I like edit it in Photoshop to get that like blurry background and the blurry foreground. But the case is I don't like make that in Photoshop or in Lightroom. The blurry background and blurry foreground is made by the telephoto lens and a wide aperture. When you have like a distance from the background and you get that telephoto lens, it compresses the background so much that everything gets out of focus, everything is blurry. And the same thing with the foreground. If I have a twig or branch or grass or anything in the middle between me and the subject, so you get in the middle there, that becomes blurry as well, and make that nice foreground I'm using so much in my pictures. So I don't do that in Photoshop and anything of that. And now I have imported my photos into Lightroom. And I've chosen this one as the best one because of the posture. So I'm going to start by cropping and making the composition. Going to pull it a little bit more in so we can get it a little bit more intimacy. That looks okay. And then I'm going to increase the exposure a little bit because I have a little bit gap here on the highlights. Maybe a little bit more there. And I can take off the highlights in the white there. After I've even done that, I'm just gonna decrease the vibrance and saturation. And what I like about this picture here is the contrast of the colors, because the background is that grass that I showed you before, and that is really nice, like orangey yellow color, and with that white grayish perch together with the colorful bird with the blue, and especially the blue and the orange is contrast colors and really makes the whole image to come alive even more. So that is what I'm going to like to enhance that feeling into Lightroom. But I don't want to overdo it, but do it as much as it feels naturally for me. So I'm going to make it a little bit more contrasty with the dehaze and the clarity and the texture into +10. and then I maybe try to enhance the whites a little bit, so the background will pop a little bit more. And I see here on that side, on the left side here, it's a little bit more shadowy, so I'm going to use the graduate filter here and have the exposure to +10, shadow to +20, and dehaze -4, and just drag it a little bit out so as you can see that this shadow area becomes less visible. And now, as I'm finished here, I am going to go to the sharpening to have amount of 60 and go to 1.4 of the radius to have the sharpening of the bird. The picture is shot at ISO 800, so I don't feel the need to do anything noise reduction on this. It's a full frame camera, and ISO 800 is no problem for the noise itself, so I'm don't gonna bother to do anything about that. I feel I need to like pull it a little bit more tighter on the composition here, like this. Yeah, I like that even more. I'm going to make it a little bit more warmer, make the tint a little bit more cooler. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So let's take it into the Photoshop and do the finishing up in Photoshop. Now here it is in Photoshop, and what I want to do here, I actually like the curves a little bit better in the Photoshop than in the Lightroom, so I'm going to increase it a little bit on the highlight there and give it a like a S curve. But yeah, like let's see the before and after. I like that, and I go to the middle here to bring down the blacks so I get a little less curve, and I like that as well. What I don't like here in the face area here is how it looks like a little bit weird in that area here. Normally that is white. So what I'm going to do here is just to touch it up a little bit with this tool here, just to get rid of those and what I want to do here is to make it also a little bit brighter in that area. I think I'm going to bring down was a little bit too light. Yeah, but it's starting to look really good. But I want to have a little bit more blue saturation, so what I'm going to do then is to go to selective color correction and then go to blue, and I'm going to decrease it a little bit here, not much, and I think that looks good. It brings the colors out in the background and the bird, and I just gonna to finish it with my frame and like this, and just put on my signature like this. Yeah, so here is the finished product. I was really happy with this one, and as I said earlier, I really like the blue tit, even though it's so common.
It's such a beautiful color and contrasty bird, and yeah, so, and with this background and this bird chair, it makes it a picture that I'm really happy with. I hope you enjoy it, and I didn't go too deep into like the Lightroom and Photoshop. I have made videos about Lightroom earlier, so go and check those out if you want to see me do more edits. But yeah, this is a quick editing, and it's not like a technical and a way to saying that this is the only way to edit the pictures, but this is just the way I do it. And for me, I wanted to have the picture to look as natural as possible, and don't overdo the editing. Yeah, but until next time, I will see you.